how do you manifest your desired appearance if you feel insecure about the one you have now? A lot of people have asked me this question, and also about how to detach and stop obsessing over their appearance. These two things are completely linked, because once you figure out you are not defined by your appearance, once you start to let go of it, looking better becomes more of a preference than a need. And whenever something is a preference and not a need, that's how it's going to be able to manifest easily. Because if something is a need, that's you placing conditions on how you feel and how you show up in this world. Okay, let me just assume that you want to look a specific way because you want to feel better. You want to feel better in yourself. You want to feel better about what you see in the mirror. You want to be able to move around in the world like a hot person. But currently, you don't feel like that hot person. Right now, you don't feel like you have the authority to move around in the world the way you want to. What if I told you that you need to have the authority first before your manifestation can come to you? If you're feeling insecure, that's basically like over here, and then security is over here. Now, in your mind, you're probably linking security to hotness, insecurity to not looking good enough. So do you see, it's not about the appearance, it's about what your appearance means to you. So I want you to just completely detach these two concepts in your head. Now you're probably like, how do I do that? Like, it's just not true. You know, there's pretty privilege, there's this and that. Yes, these things exist, but they are not the truth of who you are. You are God, and God is perfection, beauty, and harmony. So God cannot be anything but these things. You right now have a perspective that makes you feel like you're not good enough, like you need to change something about yourself in order to feel differently. But the truth is you don't. You don't actually need to change your external. You need to change your internal. And that's why things like therapy, coaching, mindset work, like all of it is very, very beneficial. And oftentimes it can lead to like huge breakthroughs. Like, for example, me, after like therapy and hypnotherapy, to basically stop attaching my worth to my parents. After I had that process, I had a huge breakthrough in the way I looked. And it wasn't because of the actions I was doing, although I was doing certain actions that contributed, like I did implement habits in my daily life to make me look better. But the only way I even got to that point, to find those things, was because I completely detached my worth from my appearance. Now, I know you might be thinking, okay, so does that mean to look the way I want, I need to like spend loads of time healing and whatever? No, you don't. But you need to locate the source of the error that's causing an issue with your perception. Because you thinking that you don't look a certain way is an issue with your perception. It's not the reality of the situation. Because you can look not the way you want to look, not the way you prefer, and you can still feel good. You can still show up confidently, and you can still attract the people you want as well, although people will try to convince you that you can't. And obviously the way you look does impact the way you feel, and when you take time to like look good and put yourself together, you do feel good. But this all has to come from an internal place of love and acceptance. It can't come from hate, because if you hate yourself and then start trying to change yourself from that place, that's going to go so downhill. Like, that's not going to work. Why do you think it is that a lot of people with body dysmorphia have plastic surgery and still feel unsatisfied? It's because the issue wasn't the way they look. It was the way they felt about themselves. And they were linking that to their appearance. And I completely get why you would link that to your appearance. Society has taught you basically to do that. But the trick is to separate these things. Learn to accept what you see right now, even if it's not what you prefer. For me, like when I was shifting my face, I had a lot of periods when my face was very asymmetrical, and it still happens from time to time. But I've learned that doesn't mean anything. Just because my face looks slightly asymmetrical doesn't mean I'm going to change who I am. Doesn't mean I'm going to show up in the world differently. And that is the shift that makes everything click. That is the shift that actually causes you to look differently and to literally glow from within. Now, when I say glow from within, I mean it. Like, your aura will be like huge. You will have the kind of aura where people feel you and feel your frequency and your vibe and are attracted to that before they even really like process the way you look. That is like God tier, goddess tier beauty, honestly. And from that kind of place, what do you think you're going to attract into your life? What are you going to attract onto your face, onto your body? Because everything is energy. So when you're putting out that kind of goddess tier beauty energy, you're going to attract things that are going to help you achieve that. It's basically just like a domino effect, but you have to choose, do you want a positive domino effect where everything's going to go well, you're going to keep looking better, you're going to keep shining even to your old age, or you're going to pick the domino effect where you look bad and you feel bad and you hate yourself and, you know, you just basically you're like, why is the world like this? Oh my God, I need beauty. No, don't. That's a black hole of self-destruction. Don't go there. That's low vibe. Pick the high vibe option. Even if it feels kind of difficult, even if at first you're feeling a bit lost, you're feeling like overwhelmed, like, how am I going to do this? Is this even possible? It's okay. Let yourself feel those things. You're allowed to feel those things, and you can have your emotions during this process, but I need you to have faith. I need you to have some faith in something, and just look around you. If you don't believe things, just look and observe the world and observe people in it and see how things go for them. Not just to do with appearance, because appearance just follows the same energetic pattern that everything else follows. So pay attention to people. See, like, why do like the lucky people keep getting luckier and luckier, and why do the miserable people keep getting more and more miserable? I think the quote from the Bible is something like, for those that have, more will be given, and for those that don't, more will be taken. That's why. It's because the energy you're putting out. So be audacious. Just put yourself out there in the way that you would put yourself out there if you looked exactly the way you wanted. If you were hot as fuck, if you were a model, walk around, do those things, look at people from that perspective of you being a model. Pick your clothes, pick your outfit, put yourself together as the person who looks exactly the way you want. Whether that's, you know, you want to be hot like a model, or you want to be like effortlessly demure and beautiful. It doesn't matter. Just pick what you want. Tell yourself you are that, and don't let anything on the outside tell you otherwise. The outside doesn't matter. You're already perfection. You're already beautiful. Your natural nature is harmony. So believe in that, align with that. Stop judging what you see. Like I said, self-reflection and self-work is so important. Like, actually invest in this, because if you're not investing in yourself, what are you doing? What are you investing in? You're just giving money to corporations that are going to sell you things again later. So instead of using your money to feed other people's profits, use your money to fund yourself, your energy. Go get therapy, go get coaching. You can work with me if you want. I'm like a master at helping you heal whatever you need to heal in order to start looking better, in order to feel better and have that aura that's literally going to attract everything and everyone you want. So if you want to work with me, my guidance is down below. Also, I have for sale my Manifest Your Dream Appearance guide, where I basically break down step by step what to do if you want to manifest a specific look, how to achieve acceptance, neutrality, and everything like that is in the book. If you're stuck in a state of confusion and desperation, that guide is going to help you so much. Okay, let me know if you have any other questions, and thank you for watching my video. Bye.